Oh, hello, and welcome to this week's episode of All Systems Go. We are playing Odyssey of the Dragonlords. This is a D&D 5e.2024 campaign. My name is Abby. I'm the DM of this lovely game, and I'm joined by my lovely players. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I did not consent to this.
Me neither.
Too bad. This is what you get.
Uh-oh. Okay, hi. I'm Connor. I play Sophron, the barbarian minotaur. I'm uncomfy. Next.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I play the Odyssean rogue, and I knew something was up.
You got a name, too. Your character has a name.
Oh, Nemea. She's named Nemea. I have no name.
Maybe. Just yet another name.
Maybe that's her name. Also, maybe she's evil? ? We don't know.
Hi, my name is Sean. He, him. I play Aeneas, the Circle of Stars druid. And the most important thing right now is that the world is filled with pain and suffering for Aeneas. And so we'll see how that plays out.
Are you blue now?
No, I'm not blue. Blue doesn't exist this week.
Hi, my name's Joey. My pronouns are what and why. And I play what or how, why, call God. The
What?
What?
I think that is stroke.
I play Kai. He is a demi-god sorcerer. And he is probably nursing a hangover. And I assume having his good friend Laureus go down to the local apothecary for him and wait on all of his needs.
And I'm Logan. I am colorless. And I play everyone else except for Elegy.
All right. Who will be joining me for the vinaigrette this week?
It's me!
Oh, wow, it's you!
We have been plotted against. This
It's
is
uncomfy at best.
egregious.
Excellent. So you find yourself in the Temple of the Five. It is alive with sound. There's pilgrims that flow through the great archways like a tide, some bearing offerings, others clutching prayer scrolls or simply looking around in awe. The marble walls echo with a cacophony of footsteps, chanting, and distant music, chaotic but reverent. Every altar is lit, every shrine is surrounded. War banners hang proud over Pythor's altar, wreaths of flame and fruit are piled before Mitros. Even Vallus' scholars have a small queue waiting to copy her wisdom into their books. But the shrine of the Muse is quiet. Not empty, but quiet. Her statue stands proud in the sunlight, head tilted with an ever so slight arch of the brow and a lyrical smile, resting one hand on a marble lyre. A newly woven tapestry hangs before her, threads of bronze and white woven into flowing staves of music that arc and spiral like vines. Offerings lie beneath the statue, fewer than the others. Fresh cut flowers, a cracked flute, a single folded poem, edges curled. A middle-aged man kneels at the foot of her altar, replenishing candles and clearing wilted flowers. His robes are plain and worn at the cuffs. His movements are humble and practiced, done without fanfare, but his gentle movements speak of devotion, love, and reverence as he carefully arranges each offering. And then, someone steps into the temple. Quietly and unnoticed. Please describe your character.
Yeah, so I'm fairly short. I'm in a flowing white robe with a very non-conspicuous hood, like pulled way over my head, and I'm sort of huddled down and I'm mumbling to myself as I sort of shuffle in and I go, what? Okay, you go in and you say, Hello. Oh, no, that's too formal. Greetings. Oh no, that's even more formal. Okay, you just go in. You just go and you say, and then I'm continuing to walk this whole time, and then I just get up behind this guy and then scream, "Hey!"
He like jumps a little bit. He's like, just one moment, I'll be with you.
Oh, he doesn't want me here. Oh my goodness. I should just leave. And then I'm like turning to go, like shuffling
he's
away.
arranging the things and he's like, what can I do for you?
Oh, I didn't think that you would have seen me here. And my hood is down the whole time. So, what's your name?
Why do you ask my name?
Oh,
I'm but a humble servant.
Oh, do you like it here?
Of course. I've been here for 37 years.
37 years. Oh my god. Okay. How is she? And I like point to the statue of Kyra up there.
He turns around and like beckons you to join him at his side.
Uh-huh.
He's like, how is she? She's a petal on the wind. We
Is that good? Is that a good thing?
I mean, you can view the petal as it passes by, and for that you are blessed.
Huh. Okay. So you feel blessed by her,
Of course.
even though she's not once ever been here?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Then I take my hood off, revealing curly black hair and sort of a sly grin, and I look exactly like the person who's a statue above this shrine. I go, "It's me! I've come here! Hi!"
He instantly like gets on the ground and he's like, "Oh, my lady,
I get
I'm
down next
so
to him.
sorry."
Hey, yeah, I mean, while we're down here, just between you and me, like, I've been meaning to come for quite a while. You know, I'm never in Mitro, and whenever I'm here, I'm really booked, and I just haven't ever made it by. How did you get this job anyway?
What do you mean?
Like, who put you here?
I thought you did.
Oh, I did. You know, that was, yeah, Vallus did put a paper in front of me once, and I just stamped it. I'm sure that was unrelated. So you like it here? You said you're happy, pedal in the wind and all that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good, because it was really hard for me to work up the courage to come in here, because I thought you were going to be furious, like pedals in the wind, like cutting you furious.
I am not furious.
Oh.
Mitros does not come and visit.
Yeah, well, Mom's like different, okay? She's like, woo, up in the sky. I've been here in Mitros at least 50 times over the last 37 years. You're not mad, are you? This was going to be a lot easier if you're mad. I had a whole speech prepared. I didn't expect you to not care.
Would you like me to be mad, my lady?
I mean, we could try it, and if I don't like it, we could go back to you not being mad.
Okay. He like pulls out a little notebook and like looks down at it and then like looks like a little bit in shock and then he closes it and he's like, "Yes, okay, so we'll try being mad." I don't think I can.
I could slap you.
Please don't.
I could pretend to slap you.
No. I think
You could slap
what
me.
do you need from me?
You could pretend to slap me. She slaps herself and she's like, "Ow! Now I'm mad. Now you have to get mad."
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't-
okay. She's like lounging on the shrine now. So I have 37 years of things I have to talk to you about, and so we could start right at the beginning. So on your first day,
What about? No, I think that's fine. There's no hard feelings.
yeah, we got over that just now. Remember when I fake slapped myself pretending to be you, and then we decided we were not going to be angry with each other? That was like 30 seconds ago.
Okay.
We could do it again if you need to remember.
37 years ago on my first day.
Yeah, you came in and you had really nice shoes that you had just bought, and no one else noticed. I noticed, and I thought they were really stylish. They were a little bit too big, but no one noticed, except for me. But they looked great. So that was day one. Okay, day two, you were a little late for work, which is like no big deal. I'm 37 years late for work, but like you improved.
I think your work has been happening for 500 years, but that's beside the point.
That is beside the point. Oh, we could start back at 500 years.
No, please, no.
Okay, wow, this is great. We should hang out sometime. Like you're way cooler than. What are you doing right now? She pulls out like a whole picnic, like starts spreading it on her shrine.
No, he starts putting it back.
Are you not hungry?
I'm not hungry, but how about we meet somewhere to have this picnic in like 3 hours?
3.
What is 3 hours after 37 years?
She starts packing it up. Okay, I get it. I'll go. I understand.
I don't
you're mad.
mean it like that.
No,
I'm not mad.
you're bad at expressing yourself. So instead of being angry at me, you're just going to give me the quiet treatment. And that's fine, because I've been giving you the quiet treatment for 37 years.
Giving you the quiet
You're really bad at doing the quiet treatment. It's quiet. You don't talk. Anyway, so I guess I'll go. I mean, we could schedule again in 37 years. What's 37 more for me? For you, probably a lot. So
I wouldn't come back in 37 years, please. But you should go, but not for long.
That's so.
I'm so sorry.
Are you? Because you're giving me really mixed signals.
I am. It's not mixed signals. I just have an appointment.
You have an appointment? I'm the person you worship.
Yes, and I have been for 37 years.
And you scheduled an appointment on the day I'm scheduled to come here?
I am so sorry. He gets on the ground.
She gets back. We're doing this again?
Yes.
Okay, well, who's your appointment with?
I can't tell you.
You're keeping secrets from me? I'm so
not
proud of you.
Oh, wow. You're proud of me?
Yeah. I wouldn't have told me.
Okay.
You're doing good work. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Can we get off the ground?
No.
Okay. When's your appointment? Ooh. We could turn this into a game. Okay. What have you ever played? 2 Truths and a Trauma?
No, I have not played 2 Truths and a
Well,
Trauma.
good, because we don't have time for that game. We're instead
He
going to...
is still on the ground and he's like, "Oh, Kyra, forgive me." And they get partially into 2 Truths and a Trauma, and then somebody else approaches the shrine. Who is that person?
That person is also cloaked in a white robe, almost as if they look to be an attendant of the temple. But on closer inspection, they are also hooded and also sort of making their appearance unseen. They just sort of stand conspicuously off to the side. But since no one else is really at this temple or this shrine, it is pretty obvious. And you see it.
Mm-hmm. He looks up at this person, and you can see there's a pleading in his eyes. Kyra's on the ground next to him.
Kyra looks over, follows his gaze, sees the person, and goes, "Ooh, is that your lady?" Ooh,
not my lady. No.
Dog! Oh my! Why didn't you just say so? Oh, good for you. She's cute. Okay. Well, I guess I'll come back in 3 hours. Okay.
1 hour? This won't take very long. 30
Have a little
minutes
more
even.
faith in yourself. And she pats him on the head and she stands up. And she walks by the other person, sort of elbows them, winks at them, and then strolls out of the temple. She's like, that went so well.
He
And
gets
then-
up off the
yeah.
ground.
And then the other person approaches the shrine and says, Simon, I thought you had known I was coming.
I did know you were coming. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm here to discuss the incident that happened last week.
I mean, would you like me to apologize for that? Because I am also so sorry about that.
I do not
100%
want your
my fault.
apology. I want you to apologize to the families that did not receive your funds last week. 2 people passed of illness last Monday. What happened? Were you lax in your security?
I did not do anything differently.
Describe these people to me.
I did not see them. They came in the night. They found my hiding place. They took. I couldn't do anything about it.
Let's see that it does not happen again. And she puts a huge bag of money into your hands.
If there is anything I can do to make reparations, please let me know.
It is fine. A noble is just an easy target. We got double this week. Only a couple more victims, so no one will miss them. She puts this giant bag. And you're in the middle of a temple, and like now you're just carrying a big bag of money, and you've had 2 strange people at your shrine. She says, I do not want to have to replace you. I like our contract.
I don't want you to have to replace me either, so I will make sure that I use a different hiding space with more security. This will not happen again.
It will not. And then she spins and leaves, and as she exits the temple, leaving you totally bewildered. You've had 2 encounters that you did not really want to have happen today. Well, one you really did, and one that you did not, but you did. With that, we will close that vignette, and I will resume DM ship. So now you can go ahead and introduce your character.
I play Elegy, the siren monk who does elemental things and loves Mitros now.
We're live.
Hello, and we are back. So, I'm Logan. I'm the DM again of this session. So, last week we had a little bit of a special episode where everyone had different tasks and experiences in the city of Mitros. This week, I'm not going to describe all of them. It was quite long. This week, we will start. You are all back together. You had dinner last night. This morning, Vallus, or last night at dinner, Vallus said that she would have your reward from the dissipating the hurricane ready for you the next morning. And then you all retired to your bed chambers in the palace to sleep. Nemea, you wake up in the middle of the night. Sometimes you do. You didn't have a bad nightmare. Nothing unusual happened. You just had to use the restroom. And so you wander out and you find yourself using the restroom. Aeneas, you awake with a start, and something feels like it is immediately wrong. The rest of you are awoken by a blade being plunged into your shoulders. Roll initiative.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Cool. I'm here for all this.
Roll for initiative. That thing we don't do anymore.
You don't do, yeah. You don't. I always
But
say
it's
it,
so
and you
fun
don't
to
need to do
say.
it.
It is just so iconic.
Didn't roll very good.
Perfect. Okay. So, Nemea, you hear a shout from your friends from the room. Aeneas, you wake up just in time to feel or sense this imminent attack coming down, and you roll out of the way. Elegy, you. I've pre-rolled all of this. So you, by happenstance, the person that was about to stab you was bad at their job, and they missed. They've rolled a 9. And so they got confused because you're sleeping on like a feather pillow, and they were like, Amy, they just saw feathers and went for it. Let's see. Perfect. The others of you, being
Oh, they
Sophron,
look scary.
And
ninjas.
Kai. So Kai, they got a 25 to hit you, which I believe hits. And since you are asleep, it is an automatic critical. So you take 11 piercing damage and 15 poison damage. Sophron, it is 19 to hit, which I believe hits. And you take 5 piercing damage and 28 poison damage. And you are jumped awake. And now
Or
it's your
deadified.
I would have been murked.
And your passive perception paid off in this case, and they're really bad roll. And now you are startled awake, Kai.
Man,
You see
I got some
a
words for Vallus.
figure above you with like a helmet with form-fitted horns. You see their face is mostly covered, but there's a little bit of blue skin peeking through. And they have this sort of mask-like thing that they're wearing. And they are raising their dagger to stab again.
Cool. Kai, like, the sword is like stabbed like right in his stomach. There's like blood just pooling like all over his
How many hit points do you have?
It is a mortal wound. I have 6 left. And so Kai, just like blood coming from his mouth, very afraid, and is going to cast Blink.
Nice.
Oh.
Blink.
Share with the
Wow,
group.
that's a
Share.
So Kai will shimmer, and I will roll a d20 at the end of my
Gotta roll
turn
11 or higher.
and see
Yeah, you
if
better
I can get somewhere safer. I think also as a free or bonus action, I'm just gonna like shout as loudly as I can.
That was sort of also involuntary when you were stabbed.
Yeah.
We're all awake now.
Well, but maybe the guards or something. Or unless these are the guards.
Ooh, that would be...
Right. I'm gonna re-roll that. Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
So you...
I vanish from my plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane.
Oh, okay. So you are not.
At the,
Okay, perfect. We'll just move you outside.
so in a flash, a bolt of lightning, Kai leaves
Okay.
his bed.
Elegy. You now awake with a dagger very close to your head stuck into a pillow. You see the same, exact same figure standing above you, ready to stab again.
Okay. I'm going to kick them in the body
Okay.
with this. 15 and a 22.
Those both hit.
Okay. Kick. 17 force damage.
17 force damage. Total?
Yup.
Okay.
And that's my bonus action.
Uh-huh.
And then... Oh, that's a good idea. I'll expend a focus point to do stunning strike.
Oh.
Con saving throw.
Con saving throw. Sure thing. 14.
DC 14. So that's a success. Its speed is halved, and the next attack roll made against the target before then has advantage.
Nice.
And then I will make my action attacks. The first one has advantage, and the second one is plain. 14 and a 23.
14 misses, 23 hits.
Okay, another 7 force damage.
Perfect.
Like claw across their mask.
Nice. Is that all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nemea, you have luckily just finished using the restroom, and you have washed your hands responsibly for at least 30 seconds under hot running water with soap. And then you hear shouting, and you hear shouting, and then you hear really exaggerated shouting from Kai.
Great. And I can I feel like
Before
I
it
take
fades.
a
Before
mental
it
note of
fades.
all the shouts. I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I count how many people shouted.
Uh-huh.
I took my trident with me to go to the bathroom. I'm
Yeah.
sure
Yes.
that made sense.
That's responsible.
Yeah, we're all completely armored and armed.
What is this armor you speak of?
Or arms. I guess you have arms.
Yeah, I mean, Abby's got her arms, which are her weapon.
And she is going to run, I think, to Aeneas, just because she knows that he is vulnerable when asleep.
He's also
Yeah.
one of the most healthy ones.
I'm actually maybe less vulnerable. While
You are the
asleep.
healthiest one. Well, can I interact with Kai when he's on the ethereal
No,
plane?
you cannot.
Okay. How much does Sophron have? How can I tell by the screams who's earned yours the most?
Agony.
Definitely Kai, but then you hear him fade. Not in like
And
a
I'm like, wait
dying
a
way,
minute.
and like a
In a oh, maybe this is ethereal plane
Yeah.
kind of way.
either. Yeah, you're like, if he's dead in a place I cannot get to him.
Yeah. There's some weird freaky deaky shit going on right now.
Yeah, your sixth sense.
All right, well, you know what? She's got enough movement. I feel like she's gonna peek in. She'll go to Kai, peek in, see how alive he is, and then she'll go over here and peek in and see how alive Sophron is.
How much movement is that?
That's only.
Oh, you can bonus action.
I can bonus action, so that's.
Oh, I guess that's
50.
only. Yeah,
That's only 50
You're good.
feet.
Yeah, so you kick down, or you kick open the bathroom door. No immediate threat. You run over, kick open Aeneas' door, see him in mortal danger, leave, and then you kick open his door.
Bewildered, but not stabbed.
No blood. You're fine.
Yeah. You open Sophron's door, a lot of blood.
Okay.
More blood than fits in a typical human body.
Yeah.
Great. I'll be like, okay, we'll
Extreme amounts
triage
of
the
blood.
situation. She'll stab. And of note, while she was running through the halls, I feel like she had taken her iron spikes and she was jostling them, so it sounded like footsteps. Like she quickly tied iron spikes to her rope and
She
it dragged
does that
it,
before
so
she
it sound-
goes to bed or to the bathroom in the middle
Yeah,
of the night.
she just has everything
With her
tied to her
trident.
body.
You
To make
never
it
know.
sound
One
like-
time she got caught without him, and it was just.
I
She
remember
never
nothing
promised
except
never
for my
again.
need. Yeah, my need to be prepared for an ambush. Anyway, she's making more noise than one person would typically make in
Okay.
the attempt to sound like more backup is on the way.
Okay.
So I'll roll that as my bonus. But first, I will
start a 4 o'clock in your mind.
In your
a 4 o'clock in my mind titled.
Back up.
Okay. Love that. Do I get to color anything in?
You can color in 1
Okay.
because I'm feeling amenable to being challenged.
You are so amenable. I respect.
Yeah.
I feel so seen.
Since you asked so nicely.
It hurt.
Seen and heard. So I see this ninja not covered in blood, but surrounded by blood, and stab him in the back.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's gonna be tasty.
That's what you get
And I would also.
for that sneak attack crit.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Just roll that again, real quick.
Yeah, roll sneak attack again.
That was a tasty sneak attack too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 8, 3, 16, 10. So 37 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Straight to this guy. He still has his dagger in Sophron, and you place your dagger into him. Now there's
Into
a lot.
Sophron.
There's a lot of
Over with
blood.
him.
At first there was just blood
I
on
was
the
like,
front of
let's
the room.
paint the town
Now
red.
there's blood on the back of the room. Perfect.
Just a lot of blood confusion.
Anything else?
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to do the deception roll
Oh,
of
okay.
making them think that there's somebody else on the way.
Perfect.
So let me find what it is for
I think
you.
we decided I roll a...
DC 15.
I roll
Wisdom
Wisdom?
saving throw. Yeah.
11.
Okay. He's tricked. We have advantage.
Nice. Okay. Aeneas. It's much the same. You don't see, but you feel heavy breathing, and you just know this person's wearing a mask. Like it's a little muffled. And no one would wear a mask this close to you with good intent.
Yeah. I think I sort of like rolled out of bed, land on the wood floor, sense this person near me, and I can hear their breathing. So I will cast Hold Person on them.
Whoa! Nice. Okay.
Tasty.
And hope they fail.
8.
Nice.
That fails by a lot. So with that, okay. So wow, I was worried that wouldn't work. I hadn't quite moved on to the second part. I had my backups for if that had failed, not
Wow.
that it succeeded. Okay. So that will be my action. I will run away a bit to get some room. And then I think just to be careful, I will use my special ability that I've never used that I got a long time ago. I'll sort of like touch the ground and these spectral vines will come and shroud me as I ask for Thylea's protection to increase my AC.
Nice. Okay.
My
Sophron.
turn.
You awake
Of
in a
note.
blood-covered room.
I can make this man prone by hitting him with the trident. So if you do a Constitution saving throw,
Yep.
he'll be prone.
8, 19.
All right, he's not prone.
He's not wrong. Sophron?
Okay, so I'm gonna narratively describe what I would like to do,
Okay.
and you tell me what I should mechanically do, because I could see this going a lot of ways based on the small space we're in.
Okay, sure.
Sophron has been stabbed.
Yes.
He is not happy about it.
Correct.
He screams.
Uh-huh.
There's a man in front of him.
Yes.
A person in front of him wearing a mask. He
Mhm.
grabs the horns, charges them out into the hallway, like pushing Nemea out of the way. And as he does so, he transforms into a full-on bull. He's not just a minotaur. He's a fucking bull. And he breaks down the door and just like gores this guy and pins him to the wall on the other side.
Perfect. Roll a d6 before you do any of that.
Oh, I
I'm the
love it.
only one allowed to turn into animals. Okay.
That's what you thought.
Yes. So yes, you do that so well. You actually break down this other door and smash him into this other room. And then you see a very
Delightful.
confused person looking at an empty bed.
And a bull.
And like a space where there, you can
Andible.
see like where a trident would have been, and where like a lot of metal tied to a rope would have been, but is not there at the moment. This is Nemea's chamber, so there seems to have been one of these figures that was going to stab her and then did not. Okay, so then is that a charge attack? Do you have that as a bull?
I don't know if I have that as a bull. I think I
believe-
have a make a melee attack, and then if you're charging in a straight line, you deal more damage.
Oh, okay, sure. We'll roll
Right.
it that way.
Okay.
You've challenged me.
I've challenged you. I don't know what it means, but I don't like it. I'll tell you that. Just gonna roll a d20 and we'll see what happens. So it's gonna be like a 14 or 15 to hit, thereabouts.
That's a big difference
With a
between
bull
those two
stats.
numbers.
I'm gonna say it was a 15 to hit
Okay,
with the bull stats.
it hits.
Pulling it out of my ass. So.
You're not a donkey. You're a bull.
How did Bull get up there?
Now
It's a
it
great
really
question how a bull
sounds
got
like
up
a lot
there.
of people are around a bull just making sure.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll say that
And you
hits.
have advantage.
Oh, and you have advantage.
Oh, well, that's even better. I'll roll.
Then you don't even have
Second
to
die
fudge the
then. Yeah, it
numbers.
didn't-
No, you still do.
Yeah, it's great. That's yeah, okay, great. $13 plus assuming a strength of 18 is 17 damage.
Perfect. That guy, you smash him through the door, keep going, smash him into his friend, and then smash them both into the wall. And the one that is currently impaled on your horns just
What, it vanishes?
into smoke. Just into this black, thick,
What?
sort of caustic
I
smoke.
hate that. I hate
But
that.
now there's another
hate
one in
that.
front of you, quickly getting his bearings. He was supposed to stab someone that was not in this room, and now you have put yourself in this room with him. And he says, perfect.
Change of plans.
Change of plans. Adapt on the fly. Anything else, Sophron?
It's gonna be it.
Okay. Perfect.
I've already pushed my luck with making up things.
Perfect. This person is going to run out of this room, see Nemea, run over here.
Ready to dance.
Ready to dance. He actually, we'll say he stays back here. He just sees you from afar, whips out a crossbow, like a small sort of pistol-like crossbow,
Falls in love.
falls in love.
That's a meet cute.
And looses a bullet, not a ball, bolt. 25 to hit.
That hit.
Jesus.
14 damage. I don't think it
Okay.
really matters split, but some of it's piercing, some of it's poison. You can tell me if
Okay.
you need it broken up. And then make a constitution saving throw.
Okay. Great. So I technically have that with my reaction. So
Oh, nice. Okay. So 7.
7. And then I'll do the con.
Yes. Nice. Okay. You are fine. And you're like, that wasn't too bad. Right as you look up, and a second bolt hits you. Well, it doesn't actually hit you. It goes right over your shoulder and boom, hits the wall, and like sort of vibrates. Elegy, the person above you. Did you stand up, or are you just fighting from not like mechanically prone, but
fighting from the bed.
narratively
Yeah.
from the bed? So he's just stabbing away then. Perfect. So
Why not?
why not? 2 attacks. First one 19, second one 14.
19 hits.
16 damage split between piercing and poison. Con save, please.
I will deflect attacks.
Ooh.
How much did you say?
I said 16.
Oh, so I deflect all of it.
Perfect.
And then I'm not going to make him take damage.
Are you still hit by the attack? You just don't take damage?
I guess. I don't know.
Okay, make a constitution saving throw.
Is it to be poisoned? Because that doesn't make any sense.
It makes, we'll make it make sense.
Save? Oh, that's a check. Don't look at that.
Yeah, you're fine.
18.
You're fine. Okay, Sophron. This one,
You're fine.
he has his dagger out, so he'll step up and he will sort of emerge from this cloud of black smoke that used to be his friend. And we'll say he has like 2 daggers. He spins them in both hands and then jabs them both at you. So it's gonna be a 17 and an 11.
I'm pretty sure that 11 is going to hit.
Oh, you're a
I found the stat
bull.
block for a cow.
I
Which has an
think
armor class of 10.
there's
They have a
bull is
special
written
one.
in the player's
Yep.
handbook for this class.
And guess where I am? Not at my regular computer.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
trying.
Oh, I
I
can-
can
I
try and
got
find
it.
it.
Perfect.
Yeah, if somebody wants to look it up, that's great. I have been frantically Googling behind the scenes.
Yeah, okay.
Because the things we don't save to Google Drive come back to bite us in the ass.
Regular bull. AC 11.
Ooh, so it still hits.
So they both still hit. Perfect. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, that's quite. You get these hit points like as hit points. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, then I don't feel bad. It's about saying 14 damage on the first and 18 damage on the second. 2 con saves.
2 con saves. Oh, I don't even get a bonus to con saves.
You get a bonus to cow saves.
If only I was rolling a cow save. Okay, so that's a 12 and a 19.
12 and 19. Those both succeed. You're fine, but you do take that damage. Aeneas.
Can you repeat the damageables?
14, 18.
It's 18. Okay, great.
Aeneas, you sort of like stumble out into the hallway after Nemea broke your door down, and you hear this person sort of curse under their breath and then sort of stumble after you. And you feel like a dagger. Well, let me see if you feel a dagger.
They're hold personed.
Oh shit! You're right. Thank you for
They're not doing
reminding me.
nothing.
They ain't
They
doing nothing
stuck.
They're
They-
rolling a save
at the end of their turn.
at the end of their turn.
Nice. 13.
Nice.
Fails.
Nice.
So good.
Perfect. That is all of them. So Kai, what happens on your turn? I truly don't know.
Not a lot of people use blink.
So, Blink is pretty good in this. I think it got a different, it got an upgrade this edition. So I'm in the ethereal plane, so I can like see what's happening, but all in gray around me on this plane. And so Kai is going to reappear anywhere within 60 feet that he can see.
Ooh, nice.
Right here behind the guy.
Uh-huh.
And if I can, narratively, I just want to like put my arm around him, just like blood just coming out of my mouth, just onto his shoulder.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna be like, "You're the worst booty call I have ever had." And then I'm gonna light him up with shocking grasp.
Okay. Nice.
That's so
I
funny.
doubted, but now I'm a believer.
Okay. What is
And
the
then-
rider on Shocking Grass? Does it have one?
The writer.
Like I guess he can't make reactions. Is that the same?
If you click it,
Yeah, he can't take reactions.
Okay.
there, yeah, it's an attack. And then as he poofs it out of existence or like drops to the ground, either way, Kai is going to like capture some of the electricity from his spell and like direct it to his stomach and like cauterize the wound, and I'll cast Second Wind.
Nice.
Or use Second Wind, whatever it is.
Yeah. And do you stay with us?
No, absolutely not. That's the last thing you see before Kai disappears again.
Maybe.
If sorry, I'm
God's willing.
healing. I'm
God's
healing
not
myself
willing.
here.
Oh, that's
No, I'm healing myself, and now I'm not willing.
He's
So
not willing.
they're not willing.
he stumbles outwards into the hallway.
Keep in mind,
through
this
the
person
smoke.
cannot take reactions. So if you wanted to run away from them, they cannot do anything about it.
He's not dead. I did 16 damage to him.
Oh, they're tanky.
He was not dead
You're
when I
level
did
6
20
now.
some.
We ain't playing with little league numbers anymore.
I thought Sophron killed him with like.
Yeah,
After
I would have already
Nemea
been-
crit sneak
Nemea
attack.
crit sneak
Yeah,
attack.
for quite a lot of damage.
Okay, well, in that case, I think
You could also re-roll your 4.
I'm going to re-roll the 4. Yeah, I thought I was killing him.
That's not for free. You do have to spend an Artha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm spending
Okay.
resources. I have
Good.
Artha, I have luck points, and I have hero. Okay,
Perfect.
inspiration.
You could have just told me you disappeared, and I would have had to accept it, but you didn't. So okay, moving on. Elegy.
You're not challenging him enough, Joey.
I'm a truthful person.
I don't think lying is challenging.
Wow. Quote Abby on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember that one.
I don't think lying's challenging. Just comes easy to me.
No. That's not what I meant. I'm going to punch this guy
Uh-huh.
with my action.
Sure.
Blam blam.
Blam.
21 hits for 10 force damage.
Okay.
And then what do I want to do? Keep going? Sure, I'll spend my last focus point. Do flurry of blows. Oh
Both
yeah.
hit. Both hit.
18 force damage.
Ooh, yeah. You just how do you want to kill him narratively?
I like get my legs up like over his neck, like tackle him to the ground, and I assume he poofs it.
Yeah. The black smoke.
On the ethereal plane. Nice.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Perfect. Nemea.
I mean, I guess I'll get out of bed.
Okay.
I wake up in the
Nice.
morning and I...
Nemea. Saffron just inexplicably turned into a cow, charged
This is
past
the first
you.
time this has happened.
This has never happened before.
Yeah.
Nemea, or not Nemea, Aeneas does turn into animals. Sophron does not turn into animals.
I'll be like, Sophron! That you? And I'll charge, and I'll be like, whatever. No one hurts him, even if he's a bull. And I'll charge in here and attack this guy who was in my room.
Yep.
Trying to get at me in my home turf, and I just don't think that's cool. So I
heard it
feel
here.
like it's not cool, man. And
cool.
yeah, I think she's just gonna go for the trident attack.
13 misses.
All right, I'm gonna spend Artha and reroll that. I feel like I'm not used to Sophron and his bull shape, so I had to like take a minute to like go to stab, and then like wait a minute, I have to reach
I
out
am
a little
now
bit.
a large creature. So.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had to adjust my approach, so she's gonna whip around again. 18.
18 does hit.
Okay, and I'll do sneak attack. 13. And I'll use Savage Attacker and reroll my damage.
Okay.
On, I guess weak attack. Let's just see. Nope.
13. So 8 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. This up close to this person. Maybe they turn around. I don't know. You hit them and like they like spin a little bit and you see the back of them. And you had only ever seen the back of that other one. And this looks like the same back. And then you see the front of them and you're like, this doesn't look similar. This looks exactly the same. Aeneas.
Yeah.
They have to make a Constitution saving throw for the trident.
Thank you.
Trying to figure
19
out the
again.
best thing to do here. Because I need to remember, I'm concentrating, so let me just double check if this is concentration. It is, of course. When in doubt, it's concentration.
When in doubt.
That's a big
concentration.
boy. When did that happen?
He's large. He's a big cow.
He's a big boy. Okay, I will glance at this guy in my room and be like, when you'll have a second, I could use a little help over here. And I will cast Toll the Dead on the guy that was by Kai,
Okay.
actually. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
Oh wow, that was shit.
Yeah, that's real
only-
bad.
She's not gonna take like any damage.
He rolled a natural
Okay.
20. So I don't think he takes
Yeah.
any damage.
No, he doesn't take any damage at all. So there you go. And then is there anything I want to bonus? I don't think so. I will scurry over
Into
here.
the blood room. Okay.
I
Close
nearly
the door behind
you
you.
slip a little bit. Okay. Sophron,
I'm really big.
you are quite
This
large.
is a guy.
Yep.
Can I just sit on him?
You can call that
That
an
sounds
unarmed
like a
strike.
grapple.
Or a grapple. Mechanically, do you want to hurt him or to grapple him? Or do both with one
I just wanna
action?
put- I want
narratively
to
with two
take
attacks.
a cow's body weight
Uh-huh.
and put it on a man.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me what that
I'm gonna
does.
crush a person.
You want to crush him, yeah. That sounds like a good old crush.
This sounds like an
And
attack.
I
or
feel
an
like he's not
unarmed-
moving after that.
An unarmed strike.
All right.
So I think as a bull, you have +5 to hit.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
That booty don't hit.
Yeah. He's actually
Nope.
vegan, so he's immune to your crushing. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just flailing about in this room that I'm far too big for.
Yep.
That's my whole turn.
You're sort of like stuck in the door a little bit.
It's like my
Mhm.
stuff is all broken.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you have
Come on,
non-magical
just-
items in this room, they are now flat.
yeah, it's a good thing I carry all my things. You would have broken them all. My flask.
This
My
person,
fake poison.
Not
Gonna-
the empty poison bottle.
they're still here. They see Aeneas go running into the blood room, slip a little bit, and as Aeneas slips back, they're going to loose a bolt at Aeneas.
That's rude.
It is quite a natural 20.
Oh my god.
So
I'm gonna-
23 damage.
23?
Boo, 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 boo.
I'm imposing disadvantage on that
Nothing can hurt us.
How do you do that?
with a luck point.
That's a thing.
That's a human thing?
No, it's a
No,
luck
that's a luck
thing.
Oh,
Luck.
luck
Yeah.
thing.
You can
Okay,
have-
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, did he do it at the right time? I don't know. But it
No.
is a thing.
But I'm challenging you on
Oh
that
my
because
god.
that's gonna kill
You've
me.
already used your challenge. 23 damage kills you?
Yeah, I only have
Okay.
21 health. I got destroyed. I got drowned
Oh.
by a wine. I haven't fully healed back.
Okay.
I
That
only
is going to
used
be
some of my hit points.
a
You just have to make good berries
19
and
to
eat them in
hit.
this room.
Oh my god. Yes, that hits.
That does still hit. It's no longer a crit.
No. What?
Well, I said it's no longer a crit.
Oh, okay.
But does this make sense?
Is it still? If it's over 21 damage, I can understand.
I rolled in the damage again and it got 21, and I had to sit there and pause. Be like, what happened?
Oh
How
my
does this add up?
God.
And he just rolled almost max damage.
He just really wants to kill you.
Okay,
Well, I go down.
perfect. He has another bolt.
I
He'll loose it at the cow's
break
butt sticking out of the.
Not the booty.
Not the booty. He
Not the booty.
20, a dirty 20 for 17 damage.
Yeah, okay. So what happens to hit points when you lose polymorph?
They
Has
go
that
through
changed
to the
in-
next
They
form.
carry
Yeah.
through, yeah.
Yeah, so Sophron is alive on
Mhm.
1 HP.
Oh, jeez.
You shoot the bolt in the head, and Sophron turns back into himself, and there's a bolt sticking out of his eye socket.
God. I like it more if they shoot the cow's butt and then that translates to your head. When you're a cow, you're actually backwards. Okay,
Because that makes sense.
that does make sense. This person is no longer held, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. They're going to run out here. They are going to run here,
Uh-oh.
and then they will do one attack at Sophron, one attack at Nemea. Sophron. That's a 9 to hit. Nemea.
And misses, thank God.
That's 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
16 damage. Con save, please. That is all of them.
Okay.
Kai, would you like to join us?
Yeah, Kai is going to appear 60 feet away on the other side of the hallway
Nice.
with crackling lightning. Things seem somewhat serious. So, Kai, which of the two in the hallway look worse for wear?
I think the one you crit lightning.
Top
Yeah.
one.
Okay. And also, should I take a beat and just like what can I get for free? Like what economy wise? Like what do they look like?
Oh,
Are they blue tieflings? Are like
they seem to have blue skin. Most of their features are masked at the moment, so you can't quite discern much. They do seem to have horns. They seem to be human height. They move with a lot of skill. And then, I don't know if you've been here when one of them has died, but they turn into smoke when they die. Yeah,
I can see, I observed that that happened.
Yes, they all have a mask, which is obscuring most of their features.
Okay. I get down to the hallway and I cast Chromatic Orb at level 3.
Nice.
I will spend an Artha. Or, yeah. What's the best way to do it?
Oh,
Oh, Cash.
Well, that's a
okay.
big difference.
You obliterate the one at the end of the room.
Yeah.
That's for
and
sure.
Then, when that happens,
You rolled two
so
fives.
Yeah,
I
you rolled two
rolled
fives.
2 5s and
And
2
two ones
1s
and
and
2
2 3s.
I think
So
you are guaranteed to have rolled double.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
You rolled more like 9 dice, so yeah.
It can also leap. Yeah.
Make an
2
attack roll
times.
against the new target.
I will, attack the one also in the hallway. 22 to hit,
Yep.
Nice.
30 damage.
Doubles again.
and it doubles again.
Does it just? How does this work? Like, it
It
seems like
jumps
once you
up-
cast it at 3rd level, it just would jump forever.
No, it jumps 3 times.
It jumps to the
Oh.
max number of the level.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Or I guess it
Does
jumps.
It has to be a new
13
target every time, too.
Does
right?
13 hit?
13 misses. And
Alright.
you did 30 damage on this one,
Yep.
which is enough to remove him.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
And
No, that wasn't it.
then-
I just lied. He moved and I got confused.
Now you're challenging yourself.
I'm challenging myself. Yep, you're right. Okay. And then the other one that misses, the 13 misses.
Okay. And Kai
Bye.
disappears again.
Okay, Elegy.
Wow, that's good.
Oh, Nemea, you should
Elegy.
mark 2 on your backup arrives. Clock in
I
your
know,
head.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
I don't think they're
Backup
arriving
arrives.
fast enough.
The sound of the chromatic orb has just
Yep.
reverberated.
I'm gonna run
Literally like a
here.
gunshot. Like a repeater.
First they were like, that sounds like a cow up there, but that doesn't make any sense. And then they were like, that sounds like a chromatic orb up there, so that must mean something. And now they're coming.
I will make an unarmed strike with my bonus action against this guy in front of me.
Yep. Wow.
Punch. Big punch.
jeez.
13.
Yeah, big punch. You punch him in the head. He's dazed and at death's door.
Perfect. And then I would like to spend my action to try to unmask him.
Ooh.
Can I do that?
Yes, absolutely.
Classy.
I would say make an unarmed strike, but that's just a normal attack for you. So do that instead of damage.
Okay.
Ooh,
15.
15. Yeah. You grab it and rip it off, and it looks like Chandra's.
Okay. Perfect. That's all.
Perfect. Nemea.
Aeneas, do you need stabilization? What's going
No.
on? Okay.
I'll roll.
I answered for him.
No.
I'm not on death's door yet.
I
Yes.
was told that nothing could hurt us.
He's
so-
not inside of malicious wine.
Yeah.
A
which
malicious
was
ooze.
actively hurting him. Okay, I will strike at the guy still inside my bed.
Yep.
And noting, I can see both of them now, and I'm assuming this other guy who looks like Chandras looks exactly the same
Correct?
too. Okay, great. And like using the fact that I know that they're all exactly the same, like I can aim at exactly the same spot I did last time, and like that'll have the maximum effect. So I carefully, I like to carefully stab.
Uh-huh. I will
You know
resist
very
that
well.
carefully.
This man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
That hits. 15 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still up. He's taking quite the beating.
I used my spear, so it's actually imposing disadvantage on him next time.
Okay. On his next attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Aeneas. Death save, please.
Yeah. This is happening more than I'd like. Oh, 20?
I think that means you're back
Wow.
up and you have your full turn.
Yeah, he's back on one. hit point.
Nice. I would
Does
say
it?
death
Yeah.
is
This
not
has never
traumatic.
happened to me before.
Yeah. Out of 20, you take a deep breath, you clench down a little bit, and just that stops bleeding for a moment. And you're on the ground at 1 HP, but you do have your full turn.
Ah, jeez, I'm unprepared for this.
Oh my god.
Wasn't expecting to have a turn. Okay, it's fine. I will. Let's see. I'll just cast another quick Toll the Dead on the guy right in front of Nemea.
Okay.
Suspiciously close to me.
Okay, that one. Oh, yep. Okay, natural 1.
He takes 16 damage.
16 damage. And
Necrotic damage. Better not be immune to that.
into smoke.
And then lay my head back and just despondent.
Sophron. 1 left.
One left.
One left for one
I-
health.
Would like to grab his wrists
Yep.
and restrain him and keep him from stabbing anybody. So I'll call that a grapple
I will call that a
with
grapple.
maybe a touch of disarm.
Okay. Sure.
That's on you. You gotta roll
Oh
that.
my
bud.
god. Every time.
Every time I get you with it.
We're just here to challenge you.
DC 15, probably acrobatics.
Yes. 17.
Succeeds. Do it again.
Okay. Okay. 25.
I do it a third time.
What?
Kindred is
action,
bonus.
baby.
Okay. 17.
Well, I just sit down on the floor and cry.
You're slipping on your
guess, I
own
don't know.
blood.
Yep. I can't see because there's a bolt sticking out of my face.
Oh,
you know, that's
yeah. That's a good point. We're really being
Your depth
insensitive.
perception.
Speaking of insensitive, this person stabs you for 20
Uh-huh.
attack, 15 damage.
Well, let me save you the trouble. Sophron's down.
Perfect. And he didn't appreciate you grabbing him, so he will tap you while you're down.
So rude.
Oh!
So rude.
What? Fucking excuse me?
Nothing I can do can hurt you, or else.
Ah!
So I believe that is what he makes the attack,
An auto.
and the attack is an
If it
18.
hits, it's an auto.
No, it's
Yeah,
an
it's
auto
auto
Yeah,
crit.
if it,
Yeah,
he
which
has
just
advantage
means
on the attack,
incapacitated.
and he has to. Yeah.
yeah, but it's a crit, and that's 2 death saves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hi.
All I wanted to was to ask him some questions.
He does not want that.
All I wanted to do was ask him
Apparently.
questions. I was so ready to
Um,
manacle that boy if you had grappled him.
So I could just like take a help action and stabilize him. Is that what that is?
You have to make a medicine check.
DC 10. Or give me any amount of healing.
I mean, I have a
I
medical
mean,
kit.
I can heal him.
Yeah.
Okay. How Kai will appear between Elegy and Sophron, standing over him. And how does he look? This
Sophron?
masked figure.
Oh.
The
Did
masked
you-
figure.
Logan.
Oh, not well. What did I do?
Nemea.
Oh, did
He
I?
technically had disadvantage on this
His
attack.
first roll is the one that was higher, so
Okay.
that's what I took.
Cool.
But thank you for reminding me.
Okay. Then Kai will do a little bit of Sorcerer's Blast.
Mhm.
24 to hit.
Perfect.
16 damage.
He dead. There
And-
are no more.
Kai will go to Ethereal Plane just in case.
Perfect.
Do you actually have control
Nice.
over it at this
Wow.
point? Or is it like previously where you just are in and out
Yeah.
uncontrollably?
You have control.
Wow.
It's got to upgrade.
It's much better, but
Yeah,
it's still
here.
a risk
Yeah.
because it's still 50-50.
Perfect. And then a moment later, some guards rush up, spears out. We heard a commotion. What's happening? And then they see just you all, very bloody, but nobody else. Where'd they go? Where'd they go?
Except for Elegy.
Elegy's fine. Elegy's over at Sophron doing
Uh-huh.
this medicine check that I rolled. She's just trying to imitate what the priests do.
You did great.
And it worked really well.
Somehow it worked. Yeah, a little bit of silver light peeked out
Yep.
for a half second.
Taking one level of paladin or something.
Yeah. They raise an alarm. The other guards are summoned, and this sort of whole floor is searched. There doesn't seem to be any other intruders. There does not seem to be any sign of the intruders, other than Elegy is still holding that mask.
Wow.
Good job.
Thanks.
We have to go to the council and report this immediately.
What council? What are you talking about?
Castus should know that one of his advisors did this.
Oh, the council. I
Kai
don't
will-
think this mask is going to be incriminating.
It's not
I mean,
signed
it's
on the inside.
it's our word, which
Yeah, and he
surely
Didn't
matters.
take that before. We said this guy sucks. And he was like, too bad.
I don't like him either, but
I think Kai will command the guard, like, go wake your king. His palace has been attacked. Like, surely you should protect him as
Yeah.
well. Like,
You raise that
Also,
alarm.
get Vallus. She doesn't sleep.
Yeah, make a persuasion or intimidation, either.
I mean, I'm telling them to do their job,
Correct.
but okay.
but you're not the boss of them.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're taking the situation seriously. Some of them do go to do that, but it does not have an immediate result.
Oh, I want to go to the council room, and I want to
Yeah.
wait for them to come.
I'm gonna crawl
Uh-huh.
on the floor through the blood and mud
Uh-huh.
over here to Sophron. And I'm gonna be like, you want a hit of that good stuff? And I pull my wand out.
baby.
And I cast Good Berry like 5 times for the 2 of us. Oh, God.
Yeah, Sophron just needs enough to get back up on his feet so he can stand up, go find a clean bed, and lay the fuck back down. You hear
I
him
know.
mutter
Same
something
with
Which I
about
think
Aeneas.
somebody
is
that
my
can cast
bed,
his own
Yeah.
truth,
because your
and
bed
then
is
he
bloody.
crashes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'll cast it twice, 1 for each of us, which gives us 10 HP
Dope.
each. And I will also attempt to, I don't know, short rest.
You guys will be out of commission for the next hour, but you can short rest. The other 3 of you, Kai, you have gone to the throne room to wait impatiently for the council that you are sure has been summoned. Elegy and Nemea, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go with Kai so I can say I told you so when Castus is dumb.
Perfect.
I have absolutely no faith that the council will be helpful at all.
Okay.
And I'm worried about these 2 injured Goodberry guys, so I'll stay with them.
Okay.
But I would like to investigate if I can.
Oh, like
I know they
yeah.
vanished, just like
Perfect.
the scene. I know they vanished in like a puff of smoke,
Yeah.
but like anything that it could tell me.
Yeah. Can I do detect magic during all this too?
You detect magic, Nemea, roll investigation, and then we'll hop over to you guys in the throne room. The smoke was there, and then it sort of faded. It doesn't leave much. The blood from the individual left when they vanished, so now that room is just full of Sophron blood. But you scour this floor. There doesn't seem to be any like signs of forced entry. Doesn't seem like anything is amiss. Maybe when you like use the restroom, you like put a little string across your door to make sure no one goes in there. I guess that's
Mhm.
broken because a giant cow barged through. So you don't know if that was tripped or not.
Saffron.
Ruining all her well-played plans.
What? No. Do I get the sense that as I'm like looking and like replaying what happened in my mind, were they corporeal in like
While
a
they
real
were
sense?
there, they were physical beings. Like you did not think anything was amiss until one of them burst into smoke.
Yeah. Okay. And do I get any sense that Chandris would have taken damage from what happened, or they just seemed like?
That you have no idea.
You know, I have no idea. Damn it.
Aeneas, you don't detect any like unexpected magic.
Okay.
So we'll go to you all in the throne room. So you get there. I assume Kai's probably like pacing angrily. Elegy probably.
What time is it?
It's like 3 a.m.
Ugh.
The worst.
Kai's
time.
pacing. I'm just like legs crossed, eyes closed.
Perfect. The doors open. In comes Vallus. Strolling up. And she's just Vallus alone, and then the doors close. She says, "Are you all right? I heard that there was a commotion and you were attacked. Please tell me this is not all that's left of your group."
Oh yeah, we're all dead.
They could have gotten this much of our group. It was a serious attack, an assassin in your palace.
But we're the heroes, so we handled it.
That is good. Do you have any information on who? Have you received any threats recently? Do you know who was responsible for this?
We have this mask, and it was
It was-
Chandris.
Chandris.
That's not a light accusation to make.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say.
Do you what convinced you of this?
We saw
Chandris
his
is never
face.
quite. Oh,
We saw his face.
Y'all are explaining
Five
this so good.
witnesses saw his face.
one of you roll a persuasion with advantage.
You got it, Joey.
Yeah. Is it advantage because I have blood gushing from my tummy?
That's because she trusts you. She's told you that, and there's 2 of you.
Do better.
A lot of like high and low
Rethink that
rolls.
approach.
Rethink that approach. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you see a moment. She's like, "That's a heavy accusation to make," and you just straight out say, "We saw his face." Like, no ambiguity about it. And for a moment, she seems to ponder it, and then she just nods and says, "Well, it was probably a matter of time before he would strike like this. I did not anticipate it happening this soon or this aggressively. Well, Chandris did all of this to you? He's not a warrior."
Like 6 of Chandris's.
She like
Five,
holds up a
actually.
hand. She holds up a hand, and then the doors like open, and then like a white robed like figure comes in, like one of the attendants from the temple, and comes up to Vallus and says, "My queen, you summoned." And she says, "Take a contingent of guards and go to Chandris's chambers and bring him here, if you would." He says, "Yes, my queen," and then exits and goes and says, "Well, we'll
Maybe
see
we
what-
should go with them. If he's more capable than you thought he was.
Are you in any
How-
condition
Blood
to
leaks out of your belly.
face him?"
Yeah, yeah.
can-
I didn't heal
Can
you.
go. You
You know,
stay here, Kai.
We're
I'll
just
go.
like,
She
Let's just
touches
say,
you,
like-
Kai, and heals you to full hit points.
perfect.
Oh, bitch!
Thank you. Let's see.
I had to use good berries for that, and my hit die.
Thank you.
Let us go.
I'm gonna push. I'm gonna challenge that.
Okay.
Perfect. So the 3 of you go out with the attendant. He still gathers a like little group of guards, and then you all go to Chandris's chambers. It's locked. Vallus goes up to it, touches the handle, and then the handle just like glows bright red and melts. And then she pushes the door open, strolls into the
I
room.
like elbow. I elbow Kai. I'm like, Kai, I'll bet you 5 gold that he's not here.
We'll see. Kai's
That's
upset.
That's not a bet.
Vallus
I've already
strolls
lost
into
a
the
lot of
room.
money.
She pauses, holds out her hands. He is not here.
Wow, you should have taken it.
She says, would you search this place? She directs to the attendant. Search this place high and low. Find anything. And then they get to work, and those guards come in, and they start like sort of ransacking the place. She turns and says, well, this does seem proof of your accusation. If Chandras has just gone missing in the middle of the night, I will search the city for him.
Does he have correspondence sitting on a desk somewhere or a diary under his pillow?
Yeah, they're looking. She's talking to you. She says, a strike like this against the heroes goes far beyond anything that I can even remotely allow to pass in this city. So he will be put to justice when we hunt him down.
Can
How
you
will
do
that-
that? That doesn't seem like it's
Why not?
passive.
He has broken the law of the city. It is not me taking action. It is the collective will of the law and city taking action through me.
Very good.
How will your husband manage without his
He
illustrious advisor?
will manage just fine. Well, maybe not fine, but he's going to manage. This is an egregious action. He cannot prevent me from seeking retribution in this case.
Retribution, justice is the
Justice.
word. But
Retribution. He's had it coming for some time.
yeah. Kai almost like shouted like, "Hey, we're just 30 kids here waiting to be sacrificed," but we had already busted in their room, so yeah, so what will Lutheria think when you bring her servant to justice?
I would like to see her question me being unable to apply the laws of this city. If she has commanded him to do such, and I don't think that she will be able to have done so, then we will let the Furies seek justice against her.
Why not? She can just do things. She made Aeneas eat dirt once.
Was that harmful to Aeneas?
I think mentally.
What? Most humans aren't supposed to eat dirt.
You,
Well, he seems fine.
Vallus,
If I
He
was
is
going to
not
guess
fine.
who was going to eat dirt in your group,
Right about an hour
it would
ago.
be Aeneas.
That's true. He's probably got more experience eating
I
dirt than most
distinctly remember Aeneas being a rock connoisseur and tasting all
people. No,
rocks.
he's a metal connoisseur.
Metal? Okay. What is dirt?
I
If
identify
not
metal by
soft
taste?
metal
He only has a slight case of pica. It's
Yeah.
fine.
to show she. Yeah, that's what she says. Someone was about to say something.
yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
I think Vallus, you seem to be upholding your side of the bargain of whatever it is, but
The oath of peace.
Lutheria, sure, Lutheria and Sidon do not seem constrained by procedures.
Somebody must disagree with
unilaterally you're unilaterally disarming
Who's
yourself.
somebody?
This
The
is
fates?
this is a divine oath. They are bound to obey it. If they have taken actions against you, it is not against this oath. I do not know how they have weaseled their wording into this, but rest assured, the Furies would not let them break such a divine oath.
Furies.
Maybe it's time to get a little weaselly. Oh, goddess of wisdom.
If you're suggesting that I break the oath of peace,
No, I'm suggesting you protect guests in your own household.
you're
Oh,
all well
Queen of
now.
Wisdom. Yeah. No thanks to you.
I
Guy
can,
will,
can take those hit points back.
Kai will walk out, give
I don't think she
give
can.
the hit points back. Is there a temple to Sidon and Lutheria in the city?
There is a temple to Sidon. There's a shrine to Lutheria, but her cult operates more in cult, like not in a like spooky sense, but just like the group of her followers is less organized than Sidon. Sidon is very regimented, has a grand temple. Lutheria is just more small, independent, in the shadows. There is an official shrine to her in the city, but it is not anything like the Temple of the Five or the Temple of Sidon.
I'd like to go there, maybe with my friends. Like, as soon as possible.
Trotting along, kind of like, Kai, where are we going?
We're gonna go burn a temple.
I don't think we should do that. Which
No, we won't
temple?
do that. We won't do that, but we need to find this guy.
What
And we should
guy?
act fast, we cannot wait.
Chandras?
Yes. We have to do
Just
hero
almost
shit.
murdered like 3 of you. I don't think we can find him.
Only 2 of you against Chandras.
I mean, he didn't touch me, but
After he stabbed me while I was sleeping, he did not touch me either. So when we face the coward without his assassin's daggers, we can take him.
I don't know why you think he's not going to have daggers.
We'll get the jump on him. That's what I'm saying. We have to. Like, he's like burying evidence, right? Burning evidence right now in the shrine, or I don't know. Maybe someone I know knows of where the
Okay,
cult
Kai.
hangs out.
I just want you to think about this, okay? When Sophron was like, "Oh yeah, guys, I'm gonna beat this guy up," you know what happened to him? He got fucking smashed. So I don't think we can go fight this guy.
Yeah, but Sophron's a softie. You know that.
That's not true, and you know
We've
that's
grown.
not true.
We've grown since then. We can do it. We need to. We need to find. He's probably, like I said, he's probably burning evidence right now. We got to go.
What evidence?
Who knows? Maybe
It
there's
poofed
like.
away. Poof.
What if there's like crates full of assassins' daggers and masks? Like, what
They're
if he's
not.
like getting an army or something? We
They're not.
don't know. Well, how do we not know? How do you know? You and your seeds. I don't know.
I don't think it's a good idea, but whatever you're doing, that's fine.
We've been attacked. We should counterattack.
Okay, you go find him. I'll be here.
No. No. Go back to the group.
Yeah, Aeneas is just laying in the bed and he's like, damn, wonder if it's taken him so long. I just had to speak to Vallus for a sec.
Oh, I knew this was not going to be very a helpful conversation.
Okay. As you two rejoin the group, we'll take a short break because we're on a time limit and we need to take a break, and then we'll be back, and then we will decide what we're doing. We'll be right back. And we're back. I think that might have been the shortest break in the history of this channel. Ever.
Maybe.
Okay. Your lore this week is Ravings from the Journal of Chandras.
Yay.
So they're numbered, but they're not in any order. They're ravings, not a well-documented journal. There was an age long, long ago when Our Lady of Dreams shared the throne of Praxis with her so-called
Can you
husband.
do it in Chandra's voice, please?
Did I do the last one in his voice? I don't remember.
I don't know, but I think it would add to the experience.
There was a time long, long ago when Our Lady shared the throne of Praxis with her so-called husband. Yes, once they ruled together, twin divinities atop a tower of stone and salt. And oh, how lovely it was then. Lutheria, clever, beautiful, capricious, grew bored. Of course she did. Her twin was all thunder and pride, all posturing and storm, so boring. A glaive in the hand of a man-child. He demanded songs, you see, a chorus, an exultation to herald his precious weapon's birth. And so, with that graceful, wicked smile curling her lips, Our Lady brought him singers, sirens, hundreds of them, trembling and radiant, their voices spun from salt and sky. They sang, two below, how they sang. Days turned to nights and their hems soared, until beauty gave way to agony, until their throats cracked and bled, until finally the music broke. And then the change began. Black feathers tore from their beaks, or from their backs. Beaks sprung upon their exhausted faces. Their grace curdled into rage. Lovely sirens, no more, no more, but shrieking harpies. Gifts from Our Lady to her brute of a husband, cursed to haunt the tower once adored. Sidon has never forgiven her. He sees an infestation. She sees comedy. She laughs about it even now. Sometimes I hear her laughter echoing through my dreams, and I too laugh.
Chat should know that's your actual voice. You're just doing an accent. All the others.
Yeah, that was way better that way. Maybe not for your voice box, but for our experience.
That's fine. It really is. I liked it. Thank you for the challenge. I accept it.
Challenging. So challenging these days.
So, you all regroup back in the palace, and we'll say, or are then summoned to the throne room by one of the attendants, saying that Vallus would like to speak to you all promptly. So you make your way there. You find her in the room. Kyra's like pacing around. She's like, I just don't understand how this can happen, Vallus. How could he just do that? And Vallus says, they must have found a way around the wording, Kyra. You know. And then you guys enter and they cut off abruptly and they say, heroes, welcome. I have your reward, if you don't remember, from the storm. I was going to give it to you this morning, but seems, who knows when you might need it. And she goes and she puts a little pin, like a little owl pin on each of you. And it has 2 little gems for eyes. She says, this shall protect you. It is a piece of my power and will shield you from harm. It is essentially a legendary resistance. You get 2 of them and you can use them at any point, but they do not come back.
That's fun.
Whoa.
Wow.
Can you share more about what that means? Legendary resistance?
When you fail a save, you can elect, you don't re-roll, you just say, no, I'm going to succeed. And then one of the eyes breaks.
Cool.
Awesome.
And then she says, I am sure that you would have appreciated this sooner, and I apologize for the delay in giving it to you. About our friend who has gone missing, we have found his rooms, and we've searched his rooms, and we found, she holds up a journal that is full of mad ravings, and she drops it to the ground. Useless. We have found just nonsense. The man was absolutely mad. I do not know how he was functioning. There was so many poisons in his room. I don't know where he got them. Some of them I haven't even heard of. I had to taste them, and then I almost died. So that's something. One of them I did taste, and I did die. So that was quite a strong poison.
Goddess of wisdom here.
And do you know how
tasting poisons?
well, when you can just resummon across the road, it really diminishes the fear of
that
death.
takes a different meaning.
But he's gone. I've
That's
searched
fair.
the towns. I've sent guards to all of the shrines of Lutheria that I know of. Nobody has seen hide, horn, or tail of him. He's not in the city, to my knowledge. I was like, ooh, we should have got him. We should have got him, Vallus. I can't believe you let him be here on the council. She says, it's not my council, sister. It's my husband's council, and I respect the laws and traditions of our city. And she says, stupid.
Well, we gotta go get him.
Where are we going to get him?
We're not
Where-
going to get him.
At
For once,
at the
I
risk,
agree with Vallus.
Thank you,
at the
Elegy. I
risk
appreciate
of
it.
being
This is a whole new
fantasy, fantasy racist.
Uh-huh.
I have had 2 dealings with blue tieflings in the last 2 weeks.
When was your
And
other one?
Is that in the Sunforged?
Oh. Tieflings are all shade. They run the gambit from like blue all the way to red, so that is not unusual.
But blue is the worst.
You now know.
you
Um,
you unlock racism.
yeah, I want to get a sense for, have I run into other tieflings? Is there
Yeah,
anything
you
about
haven't gone to
these 2 that
Stygian
are
Row,
related?
but you've been through Stygian Row. Stygian Row is probably 50% tiefling by population. It's not a large part of the city, but it is like the where the tieflings live in the city. You've seen many that are blue. You've seen 2 of them that are blue, and you don't have any direct reason to say they are related.
Okay.
Except for
Do
racism.
Except
tieflings-
for
But-
racism.
Do tieflings
Fantasy
owe
racism.
allegiance to any gods in particular, or no?
They're sort of
Tieflings
yeah.
are. I just read it in the book. Tieflings are.
please share with the class.
Yeah. Tieflings are born from a mortal spellcaster and a fiend. So they have one fiend parent and one like spellcaster parent.
Or 2 tieflings. So 50% of the population
Got
of
it.
Stygian Row is not descended immediately from a fiend and a
Yeah,
spellcaster,
yeah.
but that is how they are created.
Mhm.
So that has some prejudice with it, but they're not all innately fiendish in disposition. Like for instance, the 4 children Aeneas recently had die on him were tieflings.
And what I'm hearing is they deserved it. Because they were the fiends.
They were all blue, but Aeneas couldn't tell.
Hey, Vallus, what do we know about this guy? What does he do when he's off the clock? Where does he drink? Where does he meet people in the night? Where does he go to eat? Where are his associates in the city?
He is holed up here. He has quarters in the temple as a representative of the council. He is also the head of the cult of Lutheria in the town. As for what he does in his free time, I have no interest to know personally. I know businessly that he does do a lot of church activities, scheming and the such. He is also responsible for setting up festivals around the city and the like. He also has quite a hand in the wine trade.
So
Right.
a guy is like, every other day he's like, I think my policy decision is to murder children, and you just let him walk around without having someone follow him.
It's not her
Uh,
council, it's her husband's council.
He has never
I
been
mean-
dangerous. He has never been so bold as to do something like this.
It seems most likely that he's just gonna try again at a certain point. So, I mean, we can't find him now. Maybe he'll come to us at a certain point.
Did he say anything to you? Did you say anything to him to prompt this? Did you say, let's fight at 3 a.m?
Is it possible
Sure.
we've been...
Not.
Oh, none of you have had
Distracted.
strange occurrences recently where maybe you don't remember something? She doesn't say that. That's funny, though.
Oh, wait, it depends on what you mean by don't remember something.
Could this be somebody under the guise of Congress? We were attacked by 6 identical figures.
But he's gone now, Sophron. He wouldn't just leave if he wasn't involved.
Unless the person told him he was going to be framed. And so then he had to flee because he knew I would act against him. You
But
might
then there's
be
still
onto something.
cohorts. Cohorts?
Cahoots.
He could have been told this and fled for his life without knowing what the intent behind the attack was.
Has anyone else targeted you in such a way, or made a threat in such a way, or? I mean, a lot, and I mean a lot of people have it out for Chandras. So there's no shortage of people that would want him gone from the city. I can't think of anyone powerful enough to pull off such a ruse, and then also be frightening enough that Chandras would not retaliate against them. Except for maybe Gaius, but that seems out of character.
Vallus, are you familiar with a man named Aurelion?
She pauses for a moment. No? Should I be?
No one in the city has gone by that name.
I'm sure
That
somebody
you're
has
aware
gone.
of?
We can check the rolls.
I think that won't be particularly helpful.
She pauses for a moment. Yes, in the last 500 years, there have been 63 people that have been born with that name.
Okay, Data. Alright.
Most recently was 2 years ago. So unless a 2-year-old is running around, we can probably count that one out. Is this Aurelian responsible for this, do you think?
You asked if there were other people who might be interested in seeing us harmed. I know this man to be a schemer, one who has connections all over the city. Certainly a reason to hide their identity.
What run-ins have you all had with
And
this
pop-
Aurelian?
I don't know. Do tell, Sophron. Where did this guy pop up?
In the last few weeks, I have had interaction with his associates, and myself and another have tried to find where he may be staying, or catch him out, as it were.
And does this person have a problem with Chandras that you know of?
It's certainly conceivable, but I
I
don't know
mean-
anything specific with them.
Most people do, so it's probably not that much of a stretch. Does seem like a way to harm both you and him. Maybe they just were doing 2 pigeons with a rock, as they say.
I always found that one distasteful. But you know, are there any major festivals to Lutheria coming up?
No, we just had the
Anything
wine
you would-
festival. That's the big one for the year.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some minor ones coming up. I mean, we have the Great Games. That is quite a festival. In the Cult of Lutheria also.
Trying to think if there was something he would have to attend or be part of.
He might come back for the games.
I guess we could keep an eye out. I mean, he seems to have good control of magic, considering we were attacked by 5 identical versions of himself that then poofed into smoke. So I wouldn't be surprised if he could disguise himself. Unfortunately, but
Well, if you think anyone is in disguise, you bring them here, and I will tell you if they are Chandras.
What did Chandras really, really, really like? Besides murdering
Lutheria?
children.
He was very
Yeah.
one note.
Lutheria.
And wine, which is just indirectly also Lutheria.
Okay. That's good to know.
Did he have a hobby? Writing. She gestures to the journal on the ground.
Sorry, do we know he is out of the city? We talked about him coming back for the games, but
She said, Vallus has said she's sent people to all the known shrines of Lutheria and all the places that he frequents, and no one has seen hide, horn, or tail of him.
Yeah, he is unfindable in the current.
So he's either out of the city or hiding somewhere that they can't find him.
Vallus, where's your husband?
He's sleeping in this morning. He told me it was not an important day and to not wake him.
Has he been briefed?
Yes.
Well, really, the royal welcomes. Top notch, as always. It seems like we can't do anything about Chandris right this second, so I guess we'll have to hunker down and just be a little more careful as we keep going.
You have a lot on your plate, and I hate to add more to it. But since we're on the topic of Chandris, you might have remembered at the meeting a few days ago when he suggested we give him 100 children. I don't remember if that just left your memory or not, if that stuck in. But that was abhorrent. There have been a number of children going missing in the town, and I have put all of my detectives on the cases. Some of the best that the Centurions have, and we have not been able to connect any of the dots. They all just seem random, sporadic missings. Families will be murdered, children will go missing randomly, and we just cannot find them. No bodies, they're just gone. It doesn't take a stretch of the imagination to connect Chandris requesting children and children mysteriously going missing. They too must be linked. So if you're going to look for Chandris, maybe also spare some thought for the children.
Well,
Children being
Vallus,
disappeared by the church.
You know what they've said before. It's if there's no body, there's no crime.
That's not part of the My Trust justice system. If 3 people accuse you of something, that's as good as a body.
Also, like, if you walk around being like, I would love to have 100 children die, and then suddenly hundreds of children start dying or going away, disappearing.
He did not request for them to die. He requested for them to be forced to take the black, which, if not outright murdered, is a life of death and debauchery that I would not force on any young child or adult, for that matter. Just keep it in mind.
Yeah, I had
kids, keep
already
it in
planned
mind.
to look into it, so yeah, I've got a few ideas.
All good. I am afraid I must step away.
Vallus, could I speak to you actually for a second? Just
Sure. You and her walk to the other end of the room. One moment. Just holds out a hand. Okay, now Kyra can't hear us.
He's sort of like, I talked to someone and they said they could see all the strings of fate cut around me. Do you sense anything when I'm near?
The fates are not divine creatures like me. They operate in a different way. I don't have much interaction with them. I don't sense anything evil or wrong with you, other than everything that has plagued you. But
Right, well that's sort of the crux of the situation, I think. It's the problem. I think he's like everyone near me dies.
not your friends.
Yet.
Well, that's very troubling to hear.
I don't know how to protect them or keep them safe other than to leave. I was hoping somehow you might know if they're part of this prophecy. Are they safe, at least temporarily? How am I to know my doom is not the one that instigated this attack on them? Just the other day, I let myself get too close to some people, and they died within a week.
How long have you been close to these ones?
Longer than a week. Which is... But there's no time. It doesn't work on it. It's not a simple time-based schedule. It's not like there's a clock counting down.
Well, no. Them being part of a prophecy would not protect them from whatever it is that is surrounding you. Unless, of course, I mean, who is responsible for all of this? Is it the Titans?
Well, if you listen to a half-mad dryad from a forest, it's Lutheria.
Well, there's not anything stopping her from striking at you directly, as we have probably seen. Well, I take that back. But I cannot elaborate further. But suffice it to say, recently there has been a change in your group.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. If it's Lutheria working through the fates, I don't know the fates to abide by any dealings with mortal god or titans. They are very protective of their threads. So I don't even think that Lutheria would have sway over them. So if something has happened, either they are not part of it or she has somehow corrupted them. But they are beings I assumed were outside of any of our influence.
All right. I guess that's good to know.
You're not responsible for this.
Yeah. I don't think you know that. For sure.
Are you
then
killing
Aeneas
these
leaves.
people? Oh, wow. Okay. You walk outside and then immediately can't hear her anymore after you leave the bubble. Then she leaves the room after you depart. Kyra's visibly pouting when you get back.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Aeneas, you know how you were saying Jondris might be able to disguise himself?
Yeah?
I was thinking about that while you were in the silence circle, and there's somebody in the city that's disguising themselves like you.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. They don't sound
Okay.
like you, though. They sound a lot different.
Well, actually, I mean, why would they? No one even really knows me here. It's been
That's
a
don't
long
know.
time.
Blatantly false. People know all about
I
the
could be
whole
lying.
heroes of the... Yeah, I know. You are.
Oh, I meant. I guess I was thinking more in like a long term.
Yeah,
like,
no, but you are now
I mean,
known
Short
as
term, yeah.
short term. You are quite well known.
like
People might not
unless they're
know you,
new
like what you look like, but they know the
impersonators.
name and things like that.
Yeah,
It wasn't us. It was just you.
just me.
Yeah, and
Who
then he
was
called
it?
me beaky, which is very offensive.
It was in an endearing
Sirens
way.
don't have beaks. Harpies have beaks, and harpies are bad.
You're right. That is. I would never do that. So they're bad impersonator. That's for sure.
I know they said that, and then I was like, "Well, that's not Aeneas. I can go get my pastries."
I mean, that's strange. They could see you? Wait, yeah, of course they could see you. They're not me. I mean, this is weird. I don't understand.
You're getting it. Yes. They could see me. I could see them. They said their name was Orion.
Okay, that's a cool name, I guess. I mean, maybe we should find out why someone's impersonating me, but I think I'd really just rather leave this fucking city right now.
Okay, you keep saying that,
was
but that's not an
anybody
option.
impersonating me?
No. Why would you ask that? I would tell you if there was.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Anyone
we
else
all
have any
getting
cryptic
impersonated?
questions?
I'm just curious.
I mean, where do you even find him? You got his name, but where'd you meet him?
He was at Ambrosia and Crumb, which you should all go to. I had one pastry.
Yeah, I
Kyra
think what
had
we
a
really
lot
need
more.
after this is a good pastry moment. We
I
should
guess
all
that's fair.
go to Ambrosia and Crumb and plan our next.
And then he just followed me around the city, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he sounds like a creep. I guess we could go find him, make sure he's not dangerous to anyone. Especially if he's impersonating me. I don't really have much of a reputation to care about, but...
I guess
Or I guess maybe I don't care about my reputation.
it feels like also more alarming than what we're saying. Like,
What?
Does it?
What?
a shapeshifter followed you around and creeped on you like very recently, and then maybe another shapeshifter just tried to assassinate us tonight. Do you think they're
but-
connected?
He was nice and he leaned up against walls, like all casual, like.
Oh.
It's not the same
They were
person.
flirting.
Dear Elegy. First shopping, now flirting.
Could be a shapeshifter still, I guess. They're not that
touched it-
common, but...
I touched his face and it was your face. No, well,
Do
not
you have-
I. You know
do
what
you
that
have
How
a-
do you know that? When have you touched my
What do you
face
mean?
recently?
I've never touched
Touch
your
it right
face.
now. Touch it right now. Is
you
it the
touch
same?
Yeah,
It's the same.
generally.
Yeah. See, I
Do you
know.
have family, Aeneas?
No, it's not family.
No. I don't have anyone.
And he has this mole right here. That mole was there.
So an evil twin without a mustache.
Aeneas has no mustache.
Their
I'll
hair
note, I
was
have
different.
taken.
So like they looked like Aeneas. Their hair was different now that you look at, or you're looking at Aeneas and comparing. But otherwise, very striking resemblance. Identical resemblance.
That
Like
doesn't
just
seem important.
styled differently, or he was blonde and Aeneas
Styled,
is
like cut
redhead?
differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you saying,
Aeneas.
Nemea?
I have taken the
Yours, like, yeah.
ravings
Oh, no.
of
Yep, Chandra's.
Chandras. Yeah.
Now you can
those
read
are
it
mine now.
every other week when I give you an excerpt from it.
I don't necessarily want
We have
it
to translate it.
just for information,
Mhm.
but I
Uh,
want the thing.
Sure, I'm terrified of what you're cooking up
I
in there.
want the thing.
All
You
right,
terrify
let's
me
go get
and I
these
terrify you.
pastries and maybe we'll see this man, this strange person. Maybe we can get you a date.
Maybe he'll. I don't know. I mean, we could, if we walk to Ambrosia and Crumb, we can go to the Siren Bridge. And the Siren Bridge might be where he would go because I'm a siren.
Sure, maybe.
That's logic.
That's logic.
That's logic. And, you know, I mean, what
Okay.
better way to spend your day after getting almost assassinated?
Yeah. So you guys go to the Harp Bridge, which is a large cable stay bridge where the wind blows through it and it functions like a harp and sort of blows generally some nice notes. I wouldn't call it a melody by itself. However, there's a big flock of sirens that make this place their home / hangout. You're not entirely sure. There's always sirens here, and they are constantly harmonizing and turning this sort of random notes made by the bridge into either a beautiful and joyous melody or a beautiful and sorrowful melody. They all seem to be, their cycles are linked up. It's sort of a landmark of the city. Like, people come to visit, and this is a place that they see. The superstitious people in the town also treat it as though it's an omen, and good trade is said to happen on joyous days, and people tend to not do a lot of dealings on sorrowful days. It's not like a terribly long bridge. It spans one of the many little waterways here in the city. And you get to it, and today, Abby, roll a d6.
We need to zoom out for dramatic effect.
4.
Even.
It's a joyous day today, so they
Wow,
are singing
perfect.
a beautiful song. You, when you get close, feel drawn into being happy. You just feel in tune with the song, and you are sort of like almost humming along to it absentmindedly. But yeah, that's what it looks like, the Harp Bridge. So you guys get there. You've gotten a pastry, and then you have gone to the bridge to sort of hang out and eat it. It's a nice day. There's a bustle about. It's a joyous day, so people are doing a lot of things. People are noticing you on the streets, and you have sort of a little crowd. Some people come up to like get your autographs or to they just like say hi to you.
Great. Now, what do you do to make him appear?
He was just here before. Oh,
Hmm.
not here, but he was just there. I came out and Vallus was like, "Who is this guy? He's been waiting for you." And I was like, "Oh man, this guy."
I think Aeneas is a little disoriented, and he's like, and he's like talking a little louder than normal, and he's like, Elegy, is there any way to get them to stop singing? Because
No,
they're really loud.
Aeneas.
And he's like,
Do you think you're walking into things?
I think he's like hanging on to Nemea.
Nemea, do you
or
have soap?
something, or
I need your
Sophron.
soap.
Oh, I have soap. You want some soap?
Just stick
Why
some
do
soap
I need soap right
earbuds.
now? I took a bad less. Well, we
plug
did
it,
get really
yes.
fucked up.
Yeah, I plug your ears with some soap. Is that better? You can't just tell them to be quiet. That's offensive.
Yeah, it's culturally insensitive.
What?
Congratulations,
He
you've
gets
unlocked
even louder
cultural
now that his things are
insensitivity.
playing.
You guys are just hanging out.
gonna
It's a great day.
Lean and eat his
Eventually,
pastry.
as you sit here, someone sets up shop and starts charging people to to paint portraits of people standing next to
Take
you.
pictures.
Yeah.
I take any money that they collect and I redistribute it to fucking anyone else.
Make an intimidation check.
I would like to do so while I am raging, and I just want to turn red as I yell at this guy. So this is gonna roll, and it's actually gonna get +5 to
Oh,
whatever it says.
sure, casual.
Well,
Well,
12. Oh, and I get advantage on it.
Okay.
'Cause it's a strength roll.
yeah,
There we go.
much
So
better.
22.
You step toward him. He knows he's doing something that you're not gonna like, and he like shrieks and he just throws the money at you, grabs his easel, and runs away.
Oh, I fucking throw the money back at him. Like, I mean, I'm just like chucking coins at him and hitting him in the back of the head as he's
Yeah.
running away.
People are now starting to grab the money. Little kids start throwing rocks at him. They don't know why.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we want, the whole town against this guy.
on our little walk through the city,
Yeah,
have I seen any bookbinders?
sure, probably.
You know, people who might make copies of books.
Yeah, that is definitely a service you can find.
Great. Nemea
Okay. I'm regretting my
Would like-
choice.
would like to visit one,
Yeah.
and she's going to ask for him to copy the Ravings of Chandras, but with some like key and notable differences.
Okay.
She's gonna be like, okay, so you see this book? I want you to make this book look like it was written by the same person, but like with different inside. Like this was my first draft, but now the character is a little bit different. So I'm going to need you to change the content. Use the same handwriting, same style, but the words are different. And she's gonna like give. So she's like, so my character before was like very devout to Lutheria, but now he started out devout, but like kind of like Esther turned bad towards the end. So I need you to just change the ending a little bit so that he turns away from Lutheria in the end, and then I'll publish it as a book.
Miss, I'm a bookbinder, not an author. I couldn't possibly come up with a compelling tale. Now, if you were to bring me such a manuscript, I could work some magic, but
All right, yeah. She's like, I just wanted you, but you can do it. If you give me like 2 days, I'll come back with a new ending. But you
yes,
can
yes.
start.
I
The
guess
first half
the first
is the
half,
same.
yes, I will work right on
But
that.
I will change the ending because the
Okay.
character is very different now. Okay, so I'll give him the book, the
Uh-huh.
copy, and I'll come back with the new ending
Okay.
later.
Love that.
Sophron's throwing coins at this guy, and I'm gonna
Yep.
go up to Kai with my pastry.
Yep.
I'm like, Kai, look, you taught me so much about your city and your culture, but here's my culture in your city.
That's awesome.
Have you been here before?
How new is the place?
Not new. I mean, it's a bridge that you need to cross to get to other parts of town. So, like, you've gone across it. But...
Oh, sorry. I thought the pastries were your
Oh.
culture. Yes, of course. Yeah. This is great. Yeah, I when we were pen pals, I knew what a siren was. You're not the first I've met.
Well, yeah, because we're all over the place.
Yeah.
But do you like it?
Singing? Yeah, it's nice. It can be less nice
What's
On
less
sad-
nice?
Oh.
on sad days.
Oh, well, the happy songs do make you feel better, but the sad songs are more important.
I don't know if they have the same effect on me as they do you.
What do you mean?
I mean,
You
I
just said
get
you like the happy songs more.
Yeah, but I just, your mood noticeably changed when we approached. Yeah, a little different,
Okay.
but it's nice.
Okay. Do you know why the sad songs are more important?
Persecution of your people?
Oh.
I don't know. Suffering, historical suffering and persecution of your people. Why are the sad songs more important?
We made the sad songs when Sidon took our city away.
So I wasn't. That was a
So
good
you
guess.
yeah, this is a good guess. But,
How does it go?
what?
The songs.
Oh, yeah, you want me to sing them for you?
Is it the same?
This-
Is it the same song? Is it just like they have one happy song and one bad song? Sad song?
Joey, you've
No.
got to get back in frame. You're fully out of frame. Thank you.
He's gone.
Slow descent into madness.
I'm just looking at Discord, not Twitch. Sorry.
You can't.
You're
tell
doing it
there's
again?
More than one song.
I don't know. Joey is asking, Does
There are
Kai?
more than one song.
Yeah.
Okay.
The harpies are not. I'm sorry for being concerned, but the sirens. It's not like they don't sing one song, or like they only ever sing one song, and it just keeps going. It's not like a melody that you recognize, and you're like, oh, yeah, I love this one. They sing this one on Tuesdays. They just turn whatever the bridge is playing into a song, so it's constantly evolving and changing. It just has moods associated with it. But it's not like, oh yeah, people write down this song that they've sung. It's just music.
What are the lyrics mean?
What are they singing
It's
about?
fully in celestial, so you
I
can't
know what they're
understand it.
singing about.
Today they are singing about the sun and how it's risen, and that's happy because sometimes you don't know if the sun will rise, and sometimes you don't know if it will, but it does. It did this morning, and that's what's important.
That's happy?
Yeah, that's really happy. That's like one of the more upbeat ones.
Huh. What a thriller. No, it's important it's very nice to be able to communicate through generations and time and space. Lessons and social traumas
And social growth.
and yeah, maybe.
You humans, you don't have anything like this. I don't think. Maybe books.
I mean, I would assume are there hymns sung at the temple?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Kyra's the god of music.
Right. The Kyra's, the hymns have meaning sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't sound confident, which means that I know that you know that you're wrong.
No, I just not very religious these days.
Why? Your dad is literally a god. A shitty god. But still a god.
Yeah.
And also, these songs are not about religion.
I think they're the better part of religion. Of remembrance and
These
passing on.
songs.
Right. That's what I mean is I like them because I think they're important.
Okay. You sound very confident.
I just think I'm a little distracted by almost being killed. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, you should eat your pastry. It'll make you forget all of your trauma.
It's like taking everything out of Kai, not to just be like going to every location again that the guards apparently went to and found nothing. Like Kai's very like his like leg is like bouncing all day. He's like not paying attention to anything. Sorry.
Nemea is back.
Yep.
Very satisfied with it.
I'm going to take a little loop around the bridge to see if I can see Aeneas or Ryan.
Roll a perception check.
Roll circles.
Roll circles.
Roll circles. Perception. I will re-roll. Nah, that's fine.
Yeah. You do not see him.
Okay, he's not here. And yes, we move on to location number 2, which is I don't know where.
The temple, right?
Well,
I mean,
we could also try going to the Salty Leech. I don't know if I told you, but
where is
I
that?
met people who might know the city pretty well, at least the underbelly.
That sounds useful.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a run-in with the cult of the snake, but we're friends now. And actually, I might be able to get a job if I
You already have a job.
it's never bad to have a side gig. But they might
Okay,
have
where-
useful information.
Where is that?
The salty leech? I don't know. Kai, tell me where that is.
I think I would know.
You
No?
would not. This is like a really bad bar in a really bad part of town that Kai would not frequent. But I mean, you can ask around, and you do get directed to sort of like one of the shadier parts of Stygian Road down where it meets the docks district. So it's not too far from where you all are.
Come on, Kai. Maybe Chandras will be there.
It would kill him.
Aye.
Yeah, if he's there, we'll kill him for sure.
We can try.
Yeah, while we're down in this area, as we're walking down Stygian Row, can I maybe
Kill
ask
any
around a
blue
little bit
tiefling.
and see, is Chandras, does he ever come to Stygian Row? Is this somewhere he ever has any dealings?
Yeah. Make a say insight. You're like inciting the neighborhood.
Let me just check one thing really quick
Huh?
This
before
neighborhood
I
is a
commit to
banger.
this. Primal knowledge does not apply to insight. Great. I'm just rolling a regular insight check.
I'll help you. Aeneas has taken the soap out
Ooh.
of his
Aeneas
ears
has spent a significant amount of time here in Stygian Row.
and is having mixed feelings
Yeah.
about being back here.
Yeah.
But he's
you
also sort of paying attention.
ask around, and it's not it's not immediate. You find someone, but you keep going around. You find someone that like oh yeah, that guy. His friend is down the street, and like it's very far removed. But you do eventually learn that he did grow up in this. Some people. He doesn't have any really associations with here. It seems like he left at a young age. And when he came back, he was head of the cult of Lutheria. And no one really knew him in the meantime. So no one really, like, he's not an integral part of this neighborhood. He doesn't have really any ties to it other than this is where he grew up. So like age 6 or something like that.
I mean, he doesn't come around. He doesn't have anybody that he
Maybe
shops
some people
with
have seen
or
him.
goes back
There
to.
are a number of shrines of Lutheria inside of Stygian Row. There's a lot. It's like the pleasure district almost. Like it has some seedier parts, but also has an ample like wine scene. Not good wine, but like wine that'll get you drunk. And he does have a hand in that as the head of the cult of Lutheria. So he is not unknown to these parts, but he is not a part of this place. But he does come here not infrequently.
Should we find the bar?
Sophron would like to investigate the shrines, but I don't want to derail the bar thing that's happening.
Yeah.
So
You pass. We'll say you pass one of the shrines of Lutheria on the way. Make a religion check.
If you fail, you get smoked.
hell yeah, smite me, Lutheria. I'm gonna actually go ahead and reroll
You
that
pass
one.
a
Might be
small
Reroll.
shrine. Okay. You pass a
Why do I
small
bother?
shrine in. It's sort of like cut into the wall. Like it's just sort of placed there. It's not a building. It's just a small shrine. There's no attendance at this temple. It is unmistakably a shrine of Lutheria, though. There's just sort of wine stains all over it. There's like graffiti on it. Not like blasphemous graffiti, but like pro Lutheria graffiti. There's a bunch of like small little trinkets and offerings. Run the gambit of some small coins to up to and including a dead rat. It's not a pretty thing. Maybe like someone's
Not
there.
Phil.
Not Phil.
I was just like,
Phil.
Maybe there's someone there like making a prayer and offering as you arrive, but then when you notice them, they like scuttle away. Like it doesn't seem like someone wants to be seen doing this, but clearly people do this.
Do I catch any of what they're saying, or is it a silent prayer?
It's probably a silent prayer.
Okay. Looking at the graffiti and the offerings, none of it seems like malicious.
No, it's
right?
not like
it's not like somebody who let blood so that their
No.
ex-girlfriend would get assassinated or something.
No, a lot of it's like, please guide Grammy to the afterlife, or like, like, can I have a few more years with Grandpa, or like things like that. A lot of it is death
Lutheria
related, but not
death and old people.
Pro. I mean, she's the titan of death and wine.
Yeah.
And old people.
Old people are one step from death.
And 2 steps from wine.
That's what I'm always saying.
man, Connor with the zingers tonight.
All right.
He's sassy.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything related to child kidnappings.
Directly.
No. If there is, it's
You
really
will hear a
well
child.
ciphered.
Yeah, we'll probably just go ahead and let that thread drop then.
Okay. You do eventually find the salty leech. It is near dead at this time of day. It's probably 10 in the morning. Maybe there are some people that look like they have been asleep here since last night. And like there's not even anyone at the door or the bar.
Okay, so there's no one. Oh, can I see if they're really asleep or if they're pretending?
Make an insight check.
I would love to. I think I do that by having someone like coughing really loudly and then like unsheathing my dagger and seeing like if this either sound stirs them in any significant way.
Yeah, when you
14.
the coughing doesn't do anything, but when you slide that dagger out, that small scraping noise, you do see someone like briefly glance open an eye. It's one person. Most of these people are indeed sleeping, but it does seem like one person is putting on a show, or not. Maybe they might be a little drunk, but they're not like out of it drunk like the rest of them. They don't do anything. They just sort of, you notice it, and then they close their eye once they see you're not like about to stab someone.
Yeah, I'll say in Thieves' Cant, like I'll look at Elegy as though we're like expecting her to understand me, and I'm gonna be like in Thieves' Cant saying, you know, we're here to start the gig. You know, this is where we're supposed to meet up to start the gig. You know, for the cult of the snake, we're gonna make it big time. You know, that kind of thing, like something to make it seem like this was our arranged meeting place, and to like pass on the message that we are kind of sort of invited to like be recruited.
Okay.
And I imagine Nemea, Nemea's looking at you, but she's like just nodding. You know, Elegy
And
like
Celestial,
mentally.
and Celestial, I'm like, are you having a stroke?
And in Thieves' Cant, I'm going, I'm not having a stroke. Just go along.
The person who had their eye cracked open sort of does this big show of like yawning as if they woke up, and they go, Vallus, get up, you have guests. And then you hear some like, and then like from behind the bar, a man like gets up. You hear it bump his head as he's standing up, and then he stands up. He's holding a jar of something that he then like quickly shoves under the the bar. He says, "Oh, what time is it? We're closed." And then the other guy goes, "They ain't here for drinks. They're here for business." And Vallus is like, "Business?
Yes,
What
we are
business
here
do
for
you got?"
business. We are here to take business.
"Do you have an appointment?"
I
We
think
don't
you know.
make appointments.
Make a persuasion check or intimidation based off Elegy's comment.
I think we should intimidate Elegy.
Yeah.
I'll
We're
cast
the
a little bit of
biggest-
guidance.
We're the biggest, baddest
I'm helping you.
group of soon-to-be Cult of the Snake members
Mm.
that you've
We're
ever
also
seen.
kind of famous.
Shh.
Kind of a big deal.
You have
Oh.
advantage.
I have advantage. Shoot. Roll again.
You can. You also have a bonus D4.
All right. I'm gonna say 24.
You don't just get to pick the D4. Like, you have to roll
Oh, I
it.
gotta roll the D4. Okay.
Wasn't a bonus 4. Here's a bonus.
Darn.
I'm not
Bonus
that
die.
That was a
challengeable.
good challenge.
That
All right. 22.
22. Okay.
You were so confident.
The guy goes, okay, no need to make trouble. It's far too early for that. Just wait here, I guess. And then he like goes into the back room.
He sends out a rat.
Nemea, what are we doing exactly?
We're gonna meet my friend in the Cult of the Snake.
What's his name?
They
I don't
don't
know
seem
his
to know
name.
who you are.
Oh, he'll know who I am. He owes me his life.
Okay.
You wait for some time. Like, it's
Mm.
not
I mean,
a
what
short
if
while.
what if we just follow him? Is that what we're supposed to do? Did we miss the social cue?
Yeah, wait, where's that other guy? Can we get him to help us?
He's back asleep.
Or maybe do they just want you because you're the one they want and the rest of us are not as good?
Oh, I think you're just as good.
The other guy who's sleeping is like, just wait there.
What if we keep talking louder and louder?
I give him my soap.
About
Has to talk to his
10,
manager.
Elegy.
10 minutes later. Or you keep going.
Okay, 10 minutes later, not too long. We totally fine.
10 minutes later, the guy comes back with the person that you had an encounter with. And he's like, are these the ones you're with them? Or they're with you? And the guy's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, these are the ones I was telling you about. No, she's good. I don't know for the rest of them. I'm not going to vouch for that, but she's great. And he's like, okay, I guess just take them down. And then the guy's like, yeah, come on. He's like very eager and excited
All
that
right,
you're
come
here.
on.
So you guys
Yeah, I
open
buddy,
that
I've
door
been
where
waiting.
they just came in, and you are overcome with the smell of sewage. And he doesn't seem bothered by it, but he's like, come on,
I hold my breath.
for an hour.
For an hour. I give everybody nose plugs made out of soap.
So-
So plugs. All right.
It's not
Yeah,
pretty, but we
this-
have to do it.
Do we? Do we have to?
Yeah, do we? Maybe you do?
All right, if you can't hack it, then you don't have to come.
Guys, just prestidigitation the whole
Constantly.
time. Just, like,
All right,
Uh,
I follow this guy. I don't know what everybody else wants to do.
I'm here for Nemea.
Okay.
Kai's hiking his
Well, I guess I'll
robe.
follow.
He leads you into another room, opens a trap door, down a ladder into a second room. Inside of this room, behind a false wall, is a hole in the ground. Like probably a 10-foot hole that seems to have been perfect cylinder cut. Like stones are perfectly cut in a perfect circle through the floor, probably 20 feet down, and then you can just hear water and it smells awfully like sewage. And there's just like a rope ladder down that hole.
We go down that rope ladder.
Begrudgingly.
Perfect. So you go down. He's like,
Sophron, how you doing over there with the sewage smell?
Horrible. Absolutely atrocious.
your friend is like, hey, I didn't get your name.
No names. I didn't get your name. Remember, we agreed.
Yeah, I'm Needle. We're friends now.
Needle?
Yeah.
Oh, we're friends now? Okay. Yeah, you can call me Nee.
Nee? That sounds like you're just saying my name and then stopping.
My name is Dol.
Your name's Dole?
Yeah,
You might
Dol.
workshop
Yeah,
that one.
together don't need don't.
Okay.
No, I was
sure.
kidding before. You just called me Mia.
Mia. Okay.
Mia, yeah.
Is that still Dole?
Don't worry about Doll.
Okay.
She may sound funny, but she's very useful.
Okay. Is this your
Sounds
crew?
funny.
They run with you?
Yeah, they run with me.
Okay. You in charge of them?
What I can do, they can do.
You the leader?
For now.
Nice.
As everybody else is so nauseated they
Yeah,
can't.
gagging
I
and-
think it's a democracy.
I can respect that.
It's a-
Yeah, we run a great ship here. Like I said, we here at the Cult of the Snake, we're doing great work here in the city. I'm not going to brag, but like I've done crime elsewhere. I ain't seen crime like this. Makes you feel good when you go home,
something to live for,
Yeah.
It sounds like you
I'm
guys
giving
know
back.
everything that goes on in this city.
Anything important, yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. Well, yeah, we want to be part of something where we can feel good about ourselves, do some hero shit, as
Well, yeah.
some of my friends like to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, but I mean, it's everyone starts at the bottom, and then we'll work our way up. It'll take a few years, but if you're good, you can make a good life here.
Yeah, okay, this sounds great. Do we have to, what's the first job that most people do?
Some petty crime,
Hmm.
but and he like turns and he's very serious. But rule 1, Cult of the Snake: rich people got it coming. That's who we take
Oh,
from.
yeah. Rich people.
It's no funny business. If we hear you taken from people who need it, you're out.
Oh,
And we don't
never
let
take
people
from people.
get out. If you know what
Oh,
I mean.
Yeah, once you're in or you're out.
Yeah.
She, those that.
Then he turns and he
No.
keeps walking. You guys are just like walking down like
Are these our new friends?
Shh, we need their information.
Nemea, I don't want to be out.
You're not going to be out, Elegy. We'll be fine.
So you guys are
I
walking
feel like
through the
I
sewers.
talk
Yeah.
up everybody in the party.
Yeah.
I feel like, this guy, he's our greatest assassin. He seduces the rich people and then he takes them out.
He puts them in a big black sphere. They ain't come out of that sphere.
He has them eating out of the palm of his hand, and so I'm taking everybody's like actual backstory, but making it seem like we're rich people out to get rich people.
Nice. You're walking through these sewers. There's like a constructed, like almost like gangplanks and like little wooden things that are constructed. So you're not like wading through sewage, but like right below you is raw sewage, and it smells like it. It doesn't seem to affect Needle. He's like been here 1,000 times. You do eventually get to, and you feel you've gone quite a ways, and you feel like you're going with the flow. So you're going down hill, and
Always go with the flow of sewage.
always go with the flow. I'm always saying that. And you get to a sort of an opening in the sewer, and there's like a group of people here, not many, maybe like 10 or so, and they're hanging out. You see there's places to sit. There's like a little rudimentary bar, and someone's like tending the bar, giving like the 2 people at the bar drinks. And just like, well, welcome to the hangout. Pretty sick, ain't it?
The sickest. As Aeneas
like
throws up.
He'll get over it.
Yeah.
You want something to drink? We got some mighty fine wine from a past score.
Sure do.
Rounds for our new friends. And they pour you. Kai, they pull out a bottle and you like clock it. This is like primo vintage. Like a limited edition from the Arisian vineyard that burnt down 6 years ago, so you can't make any more of it. Like really good stuff. And they're drinking it in a sewer.
Bottoms up, Kai. He loves
That
wine.
barnyard flavor.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, yeah, so we sort of just wait out here till we get hits and then we go and do them.
Oh yeah, and who gives you that information?
Yeah, some of the higher ups. I'm pretty high up in the organization. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I've taken on like a
be.
managerial role, sort of. But I'm still working into. So they come down here, and then they tell us what to do.
Yeah, and if we wanted, do they ever help you out? Like if you ever need information or things like that, can you ask,
Oh yeah.
the
I mean, yeah,
director?
they're great. That's like free flow of information, man. Like we
Yeah.
need to know what we do for our hits, and they tell us what we need to know. We support each other here. We're family.
Yeah. What about people who, like edge in on your territory, man?
Oh, they're out.
They're out?
They're
What about
out.
people who make children disappear?
That's some freaky
They seem
stuff.
like they would be out.
Yeah, they would be out.
So yeah, you guys would know about that, huh?
I don't. Maybe they would.
Okay, well,
Have you-
I'll wait till they come down.
All right,
then.
Needle.
Have you seen this man? And Kai will disguise self and turn himself into Chandris. Is that possible?
Yeah, you can turn yourself into other people with this guy's self. It might
I
not be
hiss
like
at you.
it might not be like an exact replica, but it gets the point across. And the dude's like, yeah, that's one of those rich people, ain't it? He's big at the palace.
He's so rich and he's so bad.
Yeah, that's all rich people.
He
Got it
wanted
coming.
to take 100 children, and now he's disappeared.
That's sick.
Yeah, and the king was paying him. I'm sure he has tons of money he doesn't deserve.
What is the world coming to? Anyway, yeah, we don't like him. I'll be a little vulnerable. He's well outside of my normal target. I haven't worked my way up to palace.
It's okay, Needle. I pat him on the back. It's okay. It's a safe space. You can be vulnerable.
I'm more on I'm still at minor nobles, but I mean one day that's where I'm gonna be. Knifing him in
Climb
the
the
night.
ladder.
Yeah. But if
Needle,
he's
if you
rich,
hear-
they know about him for sure.
Yeah, they know about him. And if you hear anything, you can always tell us. Like if you see him or know anything about him, you can.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything, but we are ready to find him.
Perfect. And then a person enters this hideout. They are clearly a thief still, but they look like they're a little nicer dressed. They don't look like they are drunk like everyone else in this room. And they come in and they go, Needle, I need to borrow your friends. The Lady of Coins wants to speak with them. And Needle's like, shocked. And that is why we will call that for the night.
Lady of Coins, is she just a big pile of coins?
Yes, she
She's
is.
just a big pile of coins underneath that
Just a big
veil.
pile.
Underneath that veil is all coins.
Yeah, underneath just a little veil.
She jingles.
But yeah, a little bit of a shorter session. So I hope you enjoyed that as we sort of regroup after our little mini-sodes. Have a lot of plot threads to pursue. But I think that you guys are on a good track. So we will have another special episode next week. So it'll be, I think, 2 weeks before we are back and with the Lady of Coins. But we have a very super special episode planned next week that is going to be big fun TM. So do not miss that. Chaos. It's going to be big chaos. So join us for
guaranteed.
that. That is our guarantee to you. Chaos. So don't miss that. We hope to see you next week. Until then, embrace chaos. And good night. I forgot to say good night. But good night.